Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Adjusting Success. This week, we are going to go over the new meta updates. That there's a lot that's happened this year. April, July had some big updates as well. But always, you get an opportunity to answer or ask any questions here live, and we can go through any marketing questions you have. I always pick a topic every Monday just so we have some content to follow. But please interrupt and ask any questions you have. I just need to stream this feed over to Marketing 101 for chiropractors because they're expecting it. But the rest of you can always tune in on YouTube. We live stream to LinkedIn, and right here, I have to use my personal page to get this going. Let's just move this here and we'll get started here. Marketing 101. There we go. Perfect. Posted. There we go. Done. So they're in the group. They can see it there and they can watch it later. That's always nice. But we'll wait for a couple people to get started. In the meantime, Facebook's done a couple updates. If you run your own ads, they're good to know. It's mainly on placements. The placements are now organized according to Meta. So you don't have to do much. You can just follow the guidelines on your Facebook ads manager. And placements are all organized now so that you don't have to think about it. So you don't have to place them, but you can still pick them. So if you follow, there's only two options, and I'm going to go through it here and share my screen in a second. We're going to go through how to set up Facebook ads, the data you need to look at, and the updates that are all going there. So placements is the big thing. This may have been skewing some of your results. If you notice this, especially, May, June, and July, you may have seen like these ups and downs. And then right now what's happening is because placements are auto-placed, you are not getting the results that you were getting maybe 4 months ago. So don't get discouraged. I'll show you what to do. And then these are how your ads are going to be back on track with everything that's going on. Okay, but if you have any questions, I've got the chat thing open here. I can see everyone's comments on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So let's go there. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go through Ads Manager. So these are all saved on the YouTube channel. You can come back and watch anytime. But if you have any direct questions, just put them right there in the chat or in the comment section on YouTube, on Facebook. They all show up here or in Marketing 101 for Chiropractors Facebook group. So there we go. You guys can probably see the screen here. Awesome. So what placements means when you run ads, so you can see the one that's running right now and all of our previous ones. We'll use the one that's running. What happens is when you pick placements, these are automatically going to be placed. We were monitoring our ads. We did a 4-ad campaign. So let's go back here. We created a campaign. And then under the ad set is where you go and you pick your budget and your target. Your target is going to be here. This might look familiar right here, where you end up targeting an area, right? So you got to put in your location, right? And how far around you're going. So we're choosing 9 miles around our area, the age, and then underneath your ad set, you've got your ads. So we got a red light video, we got a red light picture, we got a chiro, and we got another chiro video. And these are our ads that are running. So then if we go back to this view, we can see underneath our ads right here that they're all running. Now, what I did today is I went through the data and I looked at, and we're no longer in the learning phase. They're active. Facebook's like, you know what? Here we go. We picked the winners, and the winners go by Facebook. They chose. This one was the loser for sure. If it's reaching and showing 8,000 impressions and one of your ads is only getting 600, Facebook just doesn't like it. It's already putting it down. It's using a little bit of the $30 ad spend, and it's telling you, hey, you know what? You're not getting very many results. So this one was spending $15 out of the total so far, but these two are getting the most. And then, of course, what we look for as business owners are the actual leads. How many leads are we getting? So these are the winners. They're getting 5 and 5, and this one's getting 2. So the chiro ones are winning, the picture and the video. And that's how we go through the data here. What we're talking about with placements, let's use the picture. It's going to be easier to show you. When you edit here, these are the placements. So you'll be able to see the ad preview on the Facebook feed, the Instagram feed, if your Instagram is linked up, you'll see the Instagram Reels, Stories. That's how they all show up. Okay. There we go. Sponsored on the side. You can see more variations here. These are what we're talking about. Now, what Facebook has done is said, hey, don't worry about this anymore. We're going to take your content and we're going to make it fit and work across everything. So you don't even have to worry about it anymore. So you don't have to worry about placement. You don't have to worry about picking it. If it's not showing or if it's not getting results, the longer you run your ad, the more the less it's going to show. So I hope that makes sense. Good. There you go. So that's what we're looking at there. So then in here, within the ad itself, we need to look at some data. So let's go back to the ad, and we're going to look at some data that I always recommend looking at when you're going through your information. Of course, when you first start an ad, you want to run it through here, look at who's winning. But over here in the plus column, you can check a whole bunch of cool stuff that they don't actually put up. Frequency's got to be there. The result rate, you can look at some other things too. Cost per click, all the clicks you're getting, cost per click. These are important, especially if you know something about Google Ads. These might be important to you as well. And then you can look at little things like engagement, likes. These things really don't make a difference as far as your ad goes. But if you set up a calling, if you put up a phone number, you want to check that. This one says a button that says get offer. So we don't have that. Anyone messaging you, what's the cost per message, media, video plays. Video plays is really important too. You want to see through plays, video plays at every level as well. You want to check that. I'm going to show you all of these so that you can see what's going on. So we're going to apply. It's going to create a lot of data for us. And now when we go across, we've got the frequency. So this ad has been running a little bit, and we can see it's at 1.7, right about there. And that's great. That means that out of all the impressions it's gotten, the average person has seen the ad about 1.7 times. So it's still young. It's still fresh. This one's getting tons of clicks. Look at this one. So 200 clicks. To get 200 clicks and only have 5 leads, you're kind of like, there's something up here. There's a bait that's working on this one. But now we know that the two tests are the red light the Cairo picture and the Cairo video. So now we're looking at this and we're like, okay, the Cairo picture is getting 200 clicks. The Cairo video is getting 95. So the cost per click is cheap here, but we're not getting a bunch of leads. These both got 5 leads. I'm going to show you here the data right at the front. See the 5 and 5? So I'm basing it off this. So 5 leads. Those are the 2 winners. Then I'm going over here and I'm like, okay, hang on a second. So the cost, so this one's getting way more clicks. This one, the cost per click is showing me what it costs to get a click. The through plays only applies to video. So this video was winning. This one was being shown more. There was more plays of this, but this was a 5-second video. And this other one is, I think, a 35-second video. So we need to look at this stuff. And how many are actually getting to 100? Half of them. That's actually really good. Through plays, half of them, 100, they're watching the full 35 seconds. That's a good video. That's how you know to look at the data and test videos and test pictures and what's going on. Now you're saying, why does a picture have a video play? What Facebook automatically does with the placements in some of the feeds and stories, it will take a picture and overlay it with some music for 5 or 6 seconds. And that is actually considered a GIF. It'll change it into a GIF format, which is considered video media. So that's why. That's why instead of like a JPEG or a PNG file, it then turns it into a GIF file, which is actually a playthrough. So that's why, if you're wondering what's going on there. Questions? Let me just check, see if anyone's got any questions. No, good stuff. Let's keep going. So that's the data you need to look at. We need to look at all this stuff and be like, okay, so after things run for a while, let's go to an older ad. So I'm going to turn this one off because we're going to have way more data here with this one. Let's look at this one. This one has 100 leads, okay? 100 leads. We ran it back in January. I think we ran it January, February. Like we ran it for a while continuously. And we spent over $1,000 on it. And the frequency got to 2. And we decided to kill it and just change it to some other ideas. And we can see all the clicks. We got 1,900 clicks on this one. 53 cents per click, a lot of through plays. Out of all the through plays, that was a picture, by the way, so it didn't matter. This one was, let's go here. We'll go to the actual test. We did do a video. Sorry, we tested a video with it. So this was a video of a Webster. I'm going to show you of the Webster adjustment. I did it on my iPhone. It's a fast forward video. I think you guys know how to do this. You click that and it just, you shoot the video in a fast forward, or what's it called? A time lapse video. So it takes the 4-minute adjustment, or I don't know how long this took. It took 6 minutes to do the adjustment and it shrunk it down to a 30-second video. Maybe 15-second video. There you go. Perfect. And that was the Webster one. So we're like, okay, we do Webster here and we tested it against our picture. And this picture just keeps winning. If you're wondering why we keep using it, it's the winner. It's the winner picture, Dr. Ali. So that's why we have that. And then let's go back to the data here. So we did test it and it was almost, 3-1. So we had 73 leads from the video, 29 from the picture. Either way, what a great thing. We generated 72 new patients. 72 new patients, January, February, and into March. Because of course you contact the leads repeatedly, right? $10 on average per lead. I mean, come on, this was fantastic. And it's because we go through the data and I applied what we know. And we could look at this frequency. We should have kept running this. Honestly, you could keep this going. I think it just started to slow down. So we changed it up. But now we're running this picture again and we just started it again. So I'll give you the data on that as we go. But this video, the through plays, out of the total through plays, see how it was only 200? And on the last one I showed you was about 50%. This one was shooting at about 20%. So 20% of people actually watched the full 15-second video. So as cool as I thought this video is, doing as a Webster certified doctor myself and doing pregnancy and all this, as cool as I thought this was, this demographic here at our satellite office didn't eat it up. In our main office 2019, 5 years ago, this was our number one ad right here. This one, I ran it for months and months and months continuously and built a great pediatric office, just not off this. I mean, many different reasons. This is one of our ads. Just going back for questions. Any questions anywhere? No, we're good. Okay, let me just check the Facebook group too. Yeah, see what we're doing? So that is the data you want to be looking at. Let's leave this open to questions. That's a lot to digest, okay? So when you go through here, you can look at all this cool data. I don't know why they hide this little plus sign here, but it's there. And then when you go to customize columns, you got tons of information that is really, really important here to help master these ads and look at what's working. So your ads always work. They just may not always get results. Currently, with our Google ads, we are running into this problem where we're getting tons of phone calls. You're just going to say, Enrico, that's great. They're looking for the other chiropractic offices. They're literally calling, asking for Dr. whatever, Patrick, at opposite end of town or just within our radius, probably at the edge of our radius or we're targeting. And they're asking, no, I'm looking for Dr. Patrick. And they're like, no, this is Dr. Enrico. They're like, Full Life. And they're like, oh, no, I'm looking for ABC Chiropractic. And we're like, okay. And I'm telling my staff, like, write down these clinics, what's going on. And they're random. They're all different offices. And she's like, we get like 5 a day. I'm like, okay, this is Google. Now, am I really wanting to pay per click on Google for people to call? And that's costing me money when they're looking for another doctor. So I finally figured it out after a week and a half. I'm like, oh, this is what's happening. They're putting in the name of the practice, Patrick Chiropractic or ABC Chiropractic, and our ad is showing up number 1, boom, on Google Ads. Full Life Chiropractic, Gentle Safe Adjustments, whatever's popping up there. And whatever, I think they're clicking it or they're on the maps and we're popping up as number 1 on the maps and our phone number is there. I think they're just calling it. I don't know how to solve that issue. But when you look at this, is that an ad that is working? Absolutely, it's working. Absolutely, it's working. Maybe we should answer those phone calls a little different. Oh, you're looking for Dr. Patrick? Nah, Dr. Enrico's the best in town. What can I say or do right now on the phone call to switch chiropractors at this moment? Right? My staff would never do that, but I would. Right? To capitalize on the marketing that you're getting. So is it a bad ad? we're going to have to fine tune this and make sure we change the text on this to make sure that the name of our practice is maybe at the top, so that, people are seeing Safe Gentle Chiropractic or whatever our ad is, and like, oh, my Dr. Patrick's safe and gentle. This must be his office. I think that's what's happening. It's hard to tell. We're going to start tracking calls, which we are, but the little fine tuning that you can do that companies don't do for you guys. You need to understand this, because when you hire an agency, and you should hire agencies, who's got time for this? I get it. I do. Run $1 million office. I do, but I don't know about you guys. But if you don't, when you hire an agency, this is where you need to know what you need to ask the right questions, right? I don't know if you've ever played the lawyer thing in middle school, where you had to be the prosecutor or the defendant, and you had to role play this. As a prosecutor, it's hard to win if you don't ask the right questions. You'll lose a trial. The innocent, Simpson will get away scot-free because the prosecutor is asking the wrong questions, right? That's what ends up happening. So to be a good prosecutor, you have to ask the right questions. And to ask the right questions, you have to have the right data. And if you have the right data and you know what you're looking for, and you got all this, look at this back end here. Let's go back to this. All of this stuff, cost per click, estimated. I mean, you can go through, mobile versus desktop, bid strategies, objectives, if you've had different campaigns running. You can even test the ad creative. You can go to the headline that you're testing. Facebook now allows, let me show you, different headlines. You can pick up the 5 different headlines, and it will test them for you. They're taking Google's metrics and applying it to Meta. Let me show you that one. That's a cool one. So when you're in here, let's go to our active one in case we want to make an edit. You go to the ad, okay? Chiro video. Let's go there. And you go to your copy. I hope you guys know what this is, right? So this is where you create your primary text. So you got your text. Underneath the primary text, you got headline, right? And here, look what it says when I hover. Add up to 5 brief headlines to let people know what your ad is about. Each headline can have a maximum of 255 characters. Headlines won't appear in all placements, but they're going to do their best to get them around there. So what you can do, there you go. When you click on it, it says add a headline option, right? So now instead of $39 new patient special, we could test that. Limited time chiro offer. Maybe you want to test another one. I don't know. It's the truth. $39, normally $150 chiro special. Test another one, right? You can add that. Descriptions, you can't do that, but with your text, you can. So here, we can take this text and write another text option, and then it will start to create. So really, when you're running 2 ads or 4, like I am right here, 4 times 5, you're creating 20. Well, 20 times however many you're doing, you could create 80 ad variations. And Facebook will do this all for you. Is it worth it? Yes, if you know how to read the data. Makes sense? So I did. I saved it. I'm going to keep an eye on that one. Let's see what happens with that, okay? I'll keep you updated next week. But any questions you guys are having with your Facebook that you have for me, let's see if it shows up in the chat box. I think I need to get into the Marketing 101 for chiropractors to see those questions. But anywhere else, I should be able to see it. So let's go there. Let's go to, sorry guys, let's go to the Marketing 101 page. There it is. I think that's the one I got to keep an eye on. Good, no comments there yet. All right, I just don't want to miss your questions, because you got me. You got me right here. It's hard, my wife's like, I can barely talk to you. How do these people get access to you? So you get access. Here you go. Let's go. Questions about anything marketing, I am here for you. Dive into your Facebook ads. If you're new to it, try $500. Try $200, right? You've done dumber things with that money before. So might as well spend it on your business and grow it, right? So do it, test it, play with the data a little bit, and then bring it to Adjusting Success or bring it to Marketing 101 for chiropractors, and let's dissect. Let's go through the data here. But the new meta changes have definitely helped everything, but you may have seen a block off, and the drop of the leads that's happening is because you're not allowing the learning phase to go long enough to learn the ad, or you're trying to place too many of them. Facebook will allow you in one campaign, I think, to create 8 ads. I don't recommend more than 6. I've been saying this for about a year and a half, no more than 6. I may actually change this officially now to 4. Don't do more than 4 ads underneath your ad sets, because I think what ends up happening with all the variations is it's going to take longer to learn. And the longer it takes to learn, it's almost a hindrance to your ad because you're not generating the leads. So if it takes a long time for a new ad to generate a lead, it's almost demoted in Facebook's eye to seeing that people don't really like what you're seeing. What you're offering isn't like a go get it now type thing. It's not responsive. People are not going to your landing page or your website. So you got to make sure that whatever your funnel is, it's actually landing people. So if it's getting clicks, they better be filling out the form. So if they're not filling out the form, Facebook looks at that and says, hey, your ad's okay, but whatever you're offering on the back end isn't that great. So you can get around this by creating outside landing pages, URLs. So your ad gets the click. Facebook now does not see what's happening on your landing page because it's going to a different URL. So it doesn't know if you're capturing data or if whatever, even if the pixel is there, unless you put the pixel in there, right? Facebook pixel on the landing page. So now it knows it's received. You can then put a Facebook pixel on the second page after someone submitted it. And now you're telling Facebook all the data, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. So it depends what's going on. I don't. I will put the pixel on the first landing page and that's it, because I don't want them to see the conversions and slow down my ad for any given reason. Am I right or wrong about that? I don't know. I still don't know. I don't know how much of a difference it's really making. Good stuff. Questions, anything, Google, Facebook, content, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok. Guys, I'm telling you, you got to be on top of this to stay on top of it. Right? Right. We average 55 new patients a month at our one location. We do it with all this stuff, right? We find that, going to 70 or plus new patient really starts to grind the machine we have, which is a problem. It's a glass ceiling, right? So we found that to grind the machine a little bit. So we got to be careful. We don't want to grind our employees, our chiropractors, or anything like that too hard. So this is where we play at. This is the budgets we play at, because we know if we do go more, it's going to generate more and cause problems on the internal side. Little things about that when you find that. Some people are like, I need 100 new patients. I'm like, a month? Like I don't think you've thought that through. So, and if you need that, there's other problems with that too. I'm just talking now. It's first day of school here in Florida, so I feel like I need to teach. But that's it. Questions are so much better. Any questions? Nothing on YouTube, nothing on LinkedIn, anything on the Facebook group? Niente. I always want to say the little things in Greek, but it sounds so stupid. Greek is such a weird language. All right. Oh, wait, hang on. We got comments. Do you create the ad copy in a Google Doc so you can have emojis? Oh, great one. And I'm switching to Review Wave. Do you recommend using the schedule page or creating an entirely different landing page? Sorry, Jamie, I missed this. Where is this coming in from? Probably the Facebook group. There it is. Okay, found it. Do you create the ads that you do in a Google Doc so you can have the emojis? No, let me show you what we do with that. So we're going to remove. Okay, no, you can go to emoji.com, or you just put in emojis on your Google search and it will give you the copy. You can copy the emoji that you want and paste it right into, let's do it. But then, yes, then you can copy and paste this into a Word document or a Google Doc and save it and do anything. But you can do this right in your ads. Let's go. Let's do it. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to an ad, edit. All right. Yeah, you saw the emojis, didn't you? Okay. Let's go video. All right. So these things, little suns and stuff, right, Jamie? Like that. So what you do is, well, let me search a different tab. No, StreamYard's funny that way. So we're going to remove. Okay, yeah, we got, I'm sorry, we got to do it that way. So we're going to go to emojipedia.org. That's the one I use. You ready for this? So we go here, share screen. There we go. Emojipedia.org. I hope you can see that. And then you get a search bar in emoji land. So let's say you want to put in sun. You put in the sun. Here are the three. You get tons of suns. Look at all the suns you can have, right? Suns, check mark. Put that in. Look at that. All the check mark, question mark, heart. And what you do, let's say you want this green or the purple check mark. You click on it. And then right here, you have the copy. Copy this code. You hit copy. Then you go to your ads manager. Like this. So you go copy. Let's say I want to put the check mark here beside full chiropractic exam. Control V, check mark. Control V, check mark. Control V, check mark. Control V. Good, Jamie? Good question. I've never done that before. I never actually showed you guys how to do it. I just blah, 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 blah. And you guys are like, I don't understand what the heck this guy just did. Publish. I like that. We're going to put the check marks there. Thanks, Jamie. Good stuff there. Good. So that was, see that? So now it's saved. And good. And it's not a major edit, so it's not going to go back into the learning phase. Facebook's going to pick that up pretty quick. I'm switching to Review Wave. Do you recommend using the schedule page or creating an entirely different landing page? I always say create a new landing page. Always, except for Review Wave. These guys have nailed the landing page on your website. It's absolutely fantastic. So once they're done creating your landing page on your website for the Book Now thing, you can use that URL to that page for your ads. You can now use that to say Book Now. It's absolutely fantastic. You can use it as a funnel step in your ad, or you can go straight from your ad to your landing page saying book your appointment right now. Or we can use it through High Level when we create your funnel, and it's the second step. So you capture their information on your first landing page. It then, when they hit the submit button, it goes straight to your Review Wave. Now you book your appointment. I love it. Review Wave has done a great job on that. I wish there was like the Sked Track Stat Review Wave best of the best, and then the new guys. That we should do that. Jamie, let's build that software. You know how to do that, right? I don't. But if they had the Sked usability, the Sked has done such a great job on the patient's perspective. It's an app, it's clean, it's easy, it's slick. TrackStat has done the whole back end super nerds, and I love it because you get all the tracking of your entire data system for your practice. So they win on the back end for what you can get in reports. So it's the TrackStat, and then Review Wave has the website usability. They win the landing page. So Rico, which one's best? They all have great things within them. So you just got to pick. We're with TrackStat right now. So that's what we use. Can only afford so much monthly memberships for all this stuff. So that's what we use. But there you go. There you go for that. Plug to all three of those guys. Great. Any more questions? I got to pop. The questions are coming in on the group. Okay. Love it. What else we got? More questions. Any more questions? With the chiropractic ads, have you ever done a video sale page to further explain your initial new patient appointment and compare this with the basic new patient special ad? And yes, I have a video landing page. This is absolutely wonderful. So it explains maybe red light therapy or weight loss, or gets into the science of decompression or Blair upper cervical. I've done it for all four. The videos, we test them and play with them. They have ups and downs. The best one was the weight loss video, because then it takes the ad. You're compliant with your ads, everything, and then the landing page now can talk about weight loss because you're away from Facebook or Google. It's fantastic because you're not allowed to do that one. So I think people were curious about the information. So then when they land on it, it's got us in trouble with Google, actually, because Google has bots that read your URLs, that read your websites. So this got us in a lot of trouble with that, screwed up the entire Google Ads Manager account. We didn't get banned, but we got all of our ads. I had to delete all the ads. I had to clean up my entire Google Ads account to finally be compliant. So for a year, it took us 12 months to figure this crap out. So that was my 2023, was deleting all this stuff. But the landing page really was useful on that end. So yes, you got to test this stuff. You got to test it. And the stuff that works here in Tampa may not work in North Carolina. It may not work in Lincoln, Nebraska. It just depends on people on how they download information. It feels like nothing works in Canada. So it just depends on the people and how they like to digest their information. So that's it. Some people are really quick and easy, and they like to just fill out the form and they respond to the lead and they book an appointment. It's great. Like our suburb of Orlando office, Winter Haven. It's like the Lakeland area. They do that. They love that. That's it. When they sign up for something, they actually want it. Big cities, Tampa, Pittsburgh, New York, Philly, it's different. They sign up for stuff and don't even remember that they signed up for stuff. Great stuff, guys. Good. So you got to know your market. There's a whole bunch. Man, this video turned into like philosophy of marketing. So that's great. What else do we have here? Did I answer all the questions? 1, 2, 3. Yes, videos can be, it saves you a bunch of time. So much easier to shoot a 2-minute video, post it on the landing page with a ton of content. A 2-minute video is a lot of information. It could be 5 minutes, it could be a 13-minute video. Depends what you're talking about. Neuropathy might be a 9-minute video on how you, like, as a buyer, as a customer, I see an ad, I'm like, you can't help me with neuropathy. And you're like, we can help with neuropathy. We promise, or your money back, or whatever it is your offer. They're like, okay. They click on it and they go to a landing page. And now the doctor's there talking about it in a very smart manner, introducing them. Hey, I know you've probably tried everything. We're not the first people you've called for neuropathy. Let me tell you why our system helps 92% of the people that we've helped in our clinic. And then you just go through it. We know that, low-level light therapy has a 23% success rate based on the British Medical Journal published in 2009 about, and you're citing stuff and it's like, well, okay, this is evidence-based. And then you go, well, acupuncture has an 18% success rate. Chiropractic has like a 22% success rate with neuropathy alone. But what we do in our office is we crack the code and we've bundled those services together and we've made them work in a system. Along with home low-level light therapy and our evidence-based scientific nutrition program that we do, cleansing the liver and working on mitochondrial rejuvenation, not only do we help speed the pathway of neuropathy and the healing of nerves, but we use things like acupuncture, red light therapy, nerve impulse, whatever. I stopped doing neuropathy, by the way. That's why I'm a little rusty on it. But you gotta sell something like that, right? Because to come on in and tell them that it's going to be $11,000 to do this, you better have a good sales system. And it can't be a quick landing page form or a quick fill form on Facebook. Come in for your $60 new patient neuropathy special. Who are you going to get? And what ended up happening with these people through my learning curve is they schooled me. They were all 55 plus. They were all educated, all wealthy, and they've tried everything. And they schooled me. So I stopped. I'm like, okay, hang on a second. It's the first time in my career that I'm being schooled on what I thought I could help people with. So there you go. You're going to lose the sales thing with that too. I don't think you guys are going to run into that problem. I think you all are very good at what you do, and you're going to easily talk about that. but the video is very powerful. And that's where we finally get it. We finally got better leads from that. They're like, hey, I like the way you explained that. I tried these two things together with a functional med doctor, whatever it was. But this stuff that you have, what makes it different? And we were able to talk to them about that stuff. And they were more interested in the therapy that they were going to get rather than the gimmicks for the exam, like the thermal scan and all that stuff. Come on. You can't just take an iPad, take a picture of people's feet and say, look, you got neuropathy. Whoever's teaching that BS, shove the iPad up your ass. But, it doesn't work. I mean, actually, you have to use like a thermal camera to do this. You can't just buy an iPad app and do this stuff. But anyways, getting off topic. Good thing people are starting to tune out. Okay. Any other marketing questions that you guys have? But yes, great questions, guys. Yeah, the video on a landing page can just save everybody a lot of time, and you can spew a lot of information, hence all the video content I do. Anything, I can't find anatomy videos to use overall in my ads. Can you recommend a website to purchase video clips? I haven't found one either, Jamie. I'm sorry. Anyone know good anatomy videos? I'm sure if we just took a few minutes to research this, we could find it. I will work on this tomorrow and I'll get back to you. I don't have one, but we got to be careful when we use video clips for plagiarism, right? Copyright. So I like what you're saying. Purchase them. You own the rights to the video. You can copy and clip them and paste them any way you like. I love that. So I'm sure they are out there. I'm sure they're out there. There's some really cool. And with AI now, I wonder if there's some videos you can make for anatomy. I wonder. We'll see. I wonder. Great question. Anything else? This is good. You're on fire, Dr. Jamie. All right. Good enough. Good. Nothing there. Okay. YouTube. Oh, it's on YouTube. Why are the videos not? No, sorry. I'm still here. If you thought I'm gone, I'm still here. Okay. Any more questions? They're not posting on StreamYard. StreamYard, you're failing. You're failing. Something's happening with StreamYard. That's okay. Technology, right? Good stuff, guys. Anything else? Anything else? Put them in the comments if the video ends here. I usually try and keep it under 45 minutes, but if the video ends here, put it in the comments. I will get to it. I get an email immediately when somebody posts a comment. Love it. Take care. Have a great week. I'm going to stop sharing that. Yeah, stick to it, guys. There's no glory in the grind, and it takes time to build these things, but it's consistency. Everything is consistency. I started on this exercise program last May at the end of the school year. I'm just telling you the story because, school year started this year. Last May, going to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. I was like, that's it. That's the goal. My wife's like, how do you not go to the gym for a year and a half and now you're going to go 5 days a week? I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm stubborn. So I guess you are. I've been doing it at least 5 days a week, sometimes 6 days a week. And I've been doing it, working out 6 days a week. That's the thing. So if I can't get to the gym, I get on the Peloton or do something at home. Just going. And everything that I knew about metrics, I was like, okay, I'm going to use the scale to determine if this is working. This is the wrong tool. I was using the wrong tool the entire time. May to Christmas, I'm looking at the scale. I'm like, I went from 205 pounds to 202 pounds. I'm like, I can't do all this work and eat chicken and broccoli 3 times a day and lose 3 pounds. Like, what the heck's going on? And then my wife's like, are you stupid? Like, you completely changed dress sizes. You got tons more lean muscle mass on. And I'm just like, but the scale hasn't changed. So we got to use the right metrics when we're doing this. Then I started, using the Tonata in the office, body fat percentage, lean muscle mass percentage, free body fat. And you're like, oh, look at all this stuff changing. And here we are 16 months later, June, July, 17 months later, and consistently doing it. It's awesome. It's great. And tons of changes and super happy with the progress. And now digging deeper and doing the blood work, right? So now we're using blood work to determine health, which we always should have. But it all started about getting back on a healthy routine, and balancing that out. So it's got to wake up 5:30 in the morning, wake up 5:30 in the morning. But same thing with the tools in advertising. We need to know the data that we're following. We need to use the right tools. Meta has all the right tools. Google has always had the right tools. They show it right to you. And now they optimize ads for you. Please go in there. Please learn the basics, the very simple basics. I'm here for you to take you to an intermediate, even in some things, advanced level if you want. Otherwise, staying in the beginner level allows you the knowledge to hire the right agency to help you. If you guys need any help, reach out to me, info@enricod.com. I love helping people. I've got, I think, no spots in August to start anyone because we just got 2 people on board, but because I can only help a handful, I do it one-on-one, and you learn a ton of information from me very fast. That's my promise to you, is like the faster we get through this and then you eventually not needing me, I'm happy. That's what I give to people, to help you do that. And then we team with other agencies if you need consistent ad care moving forward. But really, there's no one out there that does it all. So it's got to be you. Great. I'll check questions one more time. I hate missing questions. Okay, just in case. Sorry, I don't like this. Look at my phone. We look good. We look good. Okay, I think I answered everything. Here we go. I need to finish my ads. Please, Jamie, finish your ads. But I feel you. I love Dr. Jamie. She says, we're in the same boat in life and in practice. It's just, I get it. It's just, things just take forever to get done because the other 26 things are more important. Good guys. Hey, man, I love this profession. I love what you do. I know how hard it is. It really is. We get no credit for anything. Everyone looks at us like, oh, you're a chiropractor, you're rich. I'm like, yeah, I wish. You got to work hard for this. And they just don't get it. And it's okay. No one will. And you're not doing it. No glory. We're not doing this for the glory. We're doing this for our community. We're doing it to serve people. And the only way to serve people is for them to know that you exist and for them to walk through your front door, right? That's it. Do that. Stick to it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep posting content. That's how you win and get ahead of the curve. Have a great week. Stay well. Catch you next week.